Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this reading, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, guys. This is for you, your energies for the month of May 2020. Now, Gemini, it's a general collective reading, so whatever resonates, please take, and whatever doesn't fit you, leave that, okay? So let's delve into this reading. And surprisingly, I think I need to tell you this because it's quite important that with your major arcanas, you've got two set of messages in here, okay? The first set is right here in front of you, and then we go back to the second set here, okay? This came after the second shuffle for me. Now, with the first shuffle, you have... Now, remember, in this deck of the major arcanas, every major arcana has got two sides of the story, okay? So, which means whatever major arcana you're looking at has always got two sides, okay? So, for example, in this case, in your case, you've got the devil in here and you've got the temperance in here, okay? Now, this devil is not the devil that is in the deck, okay? The other devil is the devil which is manipulative, controlling, negative behavior, thought patterns. This devil is not that devil, okay? It's a devil card, but it is not the bad devil, as I say. Now, another thing before I go into this reading, guys, with your major arcana, the temperance card always comes before the devil. The devil always comes after the temperance. In your case, this devil has appeared before the temperance card, okay? So, which is telling me that you have learned a lot in your life, Gemini, okay? So, excuse me, you have learned a lot through the other side of the devil, because the devil, remember, is a shadow side of yourself, okay? It is a bad side, of course, but it is also the shadow side. It also talks about restrictions, it also talks about sexuality, it talks about negative behavioral patterns. It's basically the shadow side. Now, with the other side of the devil, that is the other card of the devil, okay, that talks about all that. In this card, it is the devil, but if you see the card, this devil is sitting in a different place altogether, okay? The beauty of this card is totally different than the usual card of the devil. So the fact that it has come before the temperance card is telling me that you're correcting a lot of mistakes of your past with this card before the temperance, because you have learned, Gemini. You have learned your mistakes, you're going through that pattern, okay? And now you're coming to the point of understanding about your own shadow side, because with the usual devil card, guys, like I said, it talks about instant gratification and long-term pain, okay? So those kind of things that you have gone through, negative behavior, negative pattern, for some people, sexuality, for some people, addiction, whatever that narcissist behavior has been, people, you're getting that corrected right in your shadow side in this portion of time, okay? Because on the positive side, as I've always said, every card has a negative and a positive. On the positive side of this devil card, there is also a beautiful attachment with something that you really want to manifest now in the right way, with a healthy attachment, not with an unhealthy attachment, okay? So basically, what I'm getting out of this card, people, is that you are getting rid of the negative influences in your life that kind of an influence that was killing your good side and was trying to bring up your bad side. Okay, so in this card, you are basically correcting the bad part of the devil and turning it into the good part of your shadow side, which is what now you see, which is what you're balancing out in your life with the temperance card. Now, with the temperance card, people, temperance is all about being flexible with your decisions, with your understanding, with your emotions. Okay, basically temperance card is being flexible, where you have one feet on the ground and the other it's in the water, basically telling you that life needs to be kind of balanced on both sides. Okay, whereas you are stable at one end and on the other side you have to keep moving, because if you don't move yourself you will not be able to get what you want in life. But at the same time, you also have to have that factor of stability in order for you to move. So, which is telling me that with these two cards, you're coming to a place of understanding and correcting your own actions for yourself going forward in the month of May, where you are bringing about a lot of flexibility in your life, where you're not kind of, okay, it's like this, you're not kind of getting involved in any fight, you're not getting yourself involved in any argument. If somebody is coming to tell you something, you are just shaking your head and saying yes, yes, and moving on, because at this point in time you are more attached with your shadow side, which is what you're working upon in order to balance back your own life and your own self, Gemini. Okay, very interesting, because, like I said, the temperance card should have been here and the devil card should have been here. In your case, it's just the opposite. Okay, so there is a message here, the reason why it is at the opposite end of one another. So, what I'm getting out of this card is it's a very good message, people, where you have kind of come to a point of realizations, realizing you must have done a lot of intuitive work in yourself to come to a place of coming to a balance, a point of balance, finding back your stability, but not keeping yourself attached to one place. You want to move, and that is why you are going with the flow of your life, but at the same time, you are also kind of correcting your negative patterns, your negative behavior, all that you had been earlier attached to, Gemini. Beautiful. Now, the next two set of messages you have is the Empress here, and then you have the Hierophant, okay? So, which is telling me, guys, that in this card of the Empress, if you look at it closely, you see the Empress is not a very happy-go-lucky person, okay? This person has gone through a lot. This person is not feeling happy. This person has come to a place of realizations and realizing that there have been a lot of mistakes which has happened in their life. Now, both these cards together is, of course, linking you to the sign of Taurus. Okay, so it could be, Gemini, that I am in contact with the sign of Gemini who has Taurus in their chart, or it could be, that you're just coming in contact with that energy of Taurus. Now, with these two cards, the Empress and the Hierophant, and here if you see the Hierophant, this Hierophant is a very spiritual person. The Hierophant is spiritual, but you have two cards in this deck, okay? And both cards have got different set of messages. So with this card in here, it's complete spiritual aspect with the purple color and everything. And you see the hands being folded as though this person is kind of asking for forgiveness from somebody, from the universe, for whatever mistakes they have learned, and they have done. Okay, so basically, it's telling me that somewhere you guys are coming to a place of realization that because of your own doings, you might have hurt somebody, you might have not been able to give birth to that particular beautiful harvest, you might have not been able to bring love in your soul. And because the Empress is all about love, the Empress is all about fertility, the Empress is all about bringing good stuff into your soul. Completely, wholeheartedly being nourished is the Empress. So, here with the Hierophant, the message that I'm getting, people, is that you are coming to a place, Gemini, where you're realizing that it was your mistake that needs to be corrected ASAP. Okay, and at the same time, not only are you feeling bad, low, dejected about whatever you have done that you're trying to bring back in the right order, but at the same time, you are also kind of humbled, you know, asking for forgiveness for your mistakes. Basically, you are leaving, there is a sense of leaving your pride and ego behind with this card, where this person, the Hierophant, is extremely humbled. Okay, so definitely, you know, this is a place, guys, this is a place where the correction is happening, of course, but at the same time, this correction is also happening either with somebody or by yourself, doesn't matter. But something that today, guys, you are coming to a point of understanding your own issues, Gemini. That's what I'm getting, your own issues, okay? Now, with this oracle deck, you got two. You got Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? And then you have the next card, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Okay, so basically, there is a movement coming up, Gemini, for you. Okay, there is a movement in the 5D also, because wherever you have been sitting, people, whatever you have been doing, you are now being called to come into the new age and give birth to it. A new world, a new life, a new dream, a new creation. Where something new is waiting for you, and you're being called and guided by the Spirit to enter that world where there is a lot of good stuff waiting for you. Peace, tranquility, happiness, everything that you want in your life, and you're being called to journey into it, guys. Okay. Now, with the wisdom oracle, you have here and now. Look at this. Okay, you have broken open your bubble. You are out of the shell. You're sitting on top. The doors and the windows, everything is open out here. So basically, you have come out from a place of feeling negative, feeling low, having codependency issues in life, where things had been kind of halted, you had not been able to move. So now, here with the wisdom oracle, here and now, it's letting you know that you're moving past your past situation and you're floating into the future. And why? Because the bottom of the deck is calling for co-creation. Okay, so you are basically moving into a new age, Gemini, and that is going to happen to you, excuse me, sooner or later in time, when you will see that for yourself as and when things go along and you are going along with the flow. So basically, you're going along with the flow here. Okay, you're not resisting that effort, you are not putting a barrier to it. As and when the universe is letting you move past the barriers, the problems, the obstacles, you are just going along, swiftly flowing along with the wind to go into your future. The bottom of the deck for this oracle says, don't dim in to fit in. Okay, so which is telling you, don't be scared. Open yourself up. Open yourself up. And if you are going to dim your own lights, you will not be able to see what's waiting for you. So open up, people, open your lights up, open your eyes up, open all the faculties up, and move past from a situation which has from where you have learned a lot of lesson. And the bottom of the deck for the arcana is justice. So you are going towards justice, which is fair, which is truth, which is clarity, which is what you want to bring back in your life, Gemini. You really, and that's what you're working towards. You are being called by the universe to move past all the negative versions of your life and correct them as you move. And the best way out is to ask for forgiveness in your, being humble about yourself, knowing that you yourself have no control over anything in life. Okay, so that's the prayer of forgiveness, that's the prayer of humility, where you are coming to a place of realizing that what has happened with you needs now a complete revamp, people. Okay, now this is going to be a very free flowing kind of a reading, people. I'm going to call out for 4 to 5 cards and we'll see as we go deeper into the reading and dig into them. Can I have 4 to 5 cards from you, my spirit? So you are Gemini, and from the month of May, people, you're definitely moving past a lot of things, a lot of issues, a lot of negative patterns, balancing back those issues in your life, coming to a place of understanding what you now need to do in order to create back your own self harmony, guys. Very important. Very important. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind, people, because at this point in time, definitely there is a movement in the 5D, and you yourself, you are ready. You're getting ready, basically, Gemini. You're getting ready because you really want the best for yourself. You're coming to a place of understanding your own fault. Maybe what has happened is, no offense, guys, but you have done things wrong for which you have never asked for forgiveness before. Neither have you tried to correct any of the stuff that went completely out of your control. Okay? So you had that instant gratification for sure, but that in turn created a long-term pain in your life, people. Long-term pain. Okay, so I think we have 2 set of messages here as well, or maybe 3 set of messages, but we'll go and dig deeper into it as we go along the way. Okay, so definitely, oh no, we actually have a little bit more in here. Okay. For this reading, people, I'm going to read the cards. I'm not going to read reversals, okay? I'm just going to turn them and I'm this, whatever the reverse card, because I don't know why. I've been called not to do reversal in this reading for you, okay? So be it. Which means my spirit wants to give you the positive end of the messages, not the negative ones. Okay, that's good. Now, the bottom of the deck, people, is the 3 of Swords. Look, okay, that is the entire story here. There has been a lot of heartbreak in your life, people, a lot of suffering, a lot of hardship, a lot of things that you guys have gone through. Maybe because of you, somebody else had also to face the same kind of hardship, Gemini, and it could be either way. But whatever the situation has been, people, there has been a lot of pain. Definitely a lot of pain. And this pain has been quite brutal, I may say so. Quite brutal. Okay. All right. So basically, that is what you're realizing today, Gemini. And as I told you right in your beginning of the reading, okay. And the good part of the story is that for you, Gemini, you're coming to a point of not only realizing your own fault, like I said, whatever you did, whatever happened, but you are also coming to the place of knowing that what you have to do now in order to move forward. Okay? And you are being very stern, you're being guarded also at the same time. Okay? In regards to the movement forward, you're not going to take um, any kind of wrong steps in your life at this moment, but you have a lot of fire within you, Gemini, with the Seven of Wands here. Okay, you have a lot of fire within you to move forward. You want to move forward. You want to kind of take up any challenge in your life that is going to come in your way, because now you are sort of getting prepared to meet stuff head on. Okay, so it is the, just before any kind of a battle takes place, it's like when you sharpen your knives just before you enter the battlefield. The Seven of Wands is something like that, where you're kind of sharpening yourself, bringing back that quality of strength in you, bringing back that fire, that zest within you, Gemini, which is telling me that you are really coming to a point of knowing that whatever it is that you want, you will really bring that forefront, you will make that happen, honestly. And it's coming from your instinct, the Seven of Wands. Nobody's telling you to do anything. Nobody's coming forward to tell you, oh, do this, do that. No, it is your own gut instinct. It is your own passion. It is your own strength. Because somewhere, guys, like I said, you have realized that because of your disbalance in life, where you have not been able to balance your own negative energies, people, where you have not been able to temper your own negative energy, there has been a lot of missed opportunities, disappointment, disturbances, heartbreak, problems, everything with the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is typically talking about a major disappointment where a lot of things in your life with regards to your emotions did not work in the right direction and you were left high and dry, Gemini. Okay, so your emotions was completely disbalanced, out of control, which is why you have not been able to do what you should have done before. Okay, where you should have been able to bring back that moderation in your life, because your emotions were completely, and when emotions are completely out of balance, people, you definitely cannot work on your own self-esteem, you cannot work on your temperance, you cannot work with yourself, period. Okay, and that is exactly what happened with you, Gemini, which is where you're coming to a place of knowing that, okay, I need to get out of that. Okay, I need to find back my own balance. I need to get back to that. I need to get back to my own strength, my courage, my perseverance for whatever that I am longing for. I wish to bring it back into my zone. And then you have the Queen of Swords, which is you, Gemini. Okay, And the Queen of Swords as an energy, people, is a very independent energy, independent person. Okay, if this is an energy you're getting into, then this is making you completely independent, where you are coming to a place of knowing that you don't have to be codependent on anybody, and that you yourself alone can balance back your own life and own situation from whatever major disappointment has taken place in your life. And this is exactly what you're going to be doing, Gemini, because you're coming to a place of becoming independent in your thought patterns. Okay, you're becoming a person with unbiased judgment. You're not going to run your judgment right away on people, because you might have done that before, where you have come across situations or people, and then immediately you have come to a place of judging that person or making a very judgmental kind of a statement. So with the with the Queen of Swords, that's not something you will do. Okay. So which means you will take a control on your words, on your rational judgment. Okay, you will not say something just because you want to say something. You will think about it twice. Okay, but when you say something, it will definitely be very unbiased, not because you are angry on that person and that's because you're saying that, or you are disturbed and that's because you're saying that. No, it's going to be a very fair and a very unbiased kind of a judgment, even if you definitely come to the point of doing that. Okay. And this is your strength, Gemini, and this is where you're pushing yourself towards, because somewhere you had completely maybe made a mistake with your judgment. Maybe you had spoken out before you could think, kind of a thing, that hurt people. You might have said wrong things to people that without thinking. Maybe you were not meaning to be rude, or you were not meaning to be crude, but the way you said things really hurt people. And that is where you're coming to the point of saying less, but when you say things, you actually have gone through that portion of your life where you will pass an unbiased judgment over a situation, people. Okay, but at the same time, with the Queen of Sword, she is an energy who also has known her boundaries in life. Okay, who knows how much she needs to talk, who knows how much she needs to laugh, who knows how much she needs to act, what she has to say, how she has to say it. Basically, having a clear control on your mental state, people. Okay, having a very clear mental ability to think and act before you actually jump into the scene. So you're going to think about it. Okay, say suppose somebody says something to you and you're kind of feeling a little bit upset over that, but you're not immediately going to jump on that and say, oh, you know what, this is what this is. No. With this Queen of Swords kind of a thing that you're moving towards, Gemini, you will watch your words, people. You will definitely put up boundaries, but at the same time, whenever you speak, you will have very direct communication. And that is exactly where you're coming to. Now, this could be your energy. This is what I'm getting because it's you, people. So this is where you're pushing yourself, coming to a place of understanding how much you have to say, what you have to say, how many people need to actually cross your boundary and how many cannot cross that boundary, who are the people you want to keep away from your boundary. But at the same time, whenever you open yourself up, you will be very direct, sharp with your words and communications, people. Okay, that's the energy you are coming through, because over here you got the Five of Swords, which is again your energy, people. Okay, so basically what I'm getting from this story, guys, is you're winning your own battle, people. Okay, You have defeated, you have come to the point of understanding what was the problem in your life, as I told you. Okay, what you did wrong, what you did right, and now what you have to do. So, with the Queen of Swords and the Five of Swords, what I'm getting out in here, people, is that you, Gemini, you're coming to a point of understanding that you cannot fight every battle. You cannot fight. And if you dare fight every battle, you're going to lose out in life. Okay? So you need to pick and choose your battle. With the Queen of Swords, you're getting that mental clarity of the Five of Swords, where you have gone wrong previously. Maybe you have been fighting all battles, and that got you more into a mess where you were not able to understand what you need to do now. But now with this energy in here, people, is what I'm getting out here, is you're coming to a point of realizing or realization that you cannot fight. And if you need to fight this battle, you have to have a very clear mental energy of your words and communications with regards to the Five of Swords, which is also telling me that now with this energy, you are kind of wanting to move forward, but in a very mutual way. Okay, because for you now, you're coming to the point of understanding, guys, that there is no win or loss in your situation here. But if you pick on every battle, you're going to lose out. So you're coming to understand that very well. So you're going to pick your battles, people, from now on. You're definitely going to pick your battles. You're not going to enter all the war zones. You're not going to argue with people over every small thing. You're not going to hit the roof every time there's something that goes wrong. But you will be very clear with your boundaries as to how much of that you will be able to take and what is that you also need to leave behind, people. Okay, and this is something that you're working very slowly in the physical world, guys. You are doing a lot of, I'm going to clarify these cards in here, but you're doing a lot of calculations in the real world, in the physical world. You're going very slow with this kind of a thought pattern in the month of May 2020. You're not in a rush because you're looking at every situation in here. You're looking at yourself. You're trying to get all the things right within you. You're trying to come to terms with your own mishaps, with whatever things have gone wrong in your life. And now, whatever that you need to correct, either with your money, with your love, with your career, with your life in general, is something that you are thinking in the right way in the physical world, but you're being very slow about your approach, because you don't want to rush forward and make a mistake and then again kind of bite your finger. This time you're being really very careful, Gemini. You're honestly being very, because like I said, you're moving from one to the other, yes, but at the same time you're also correcting yourself, asking for forgiveness. Don't forget that. Okay, so a lot of things are going on in your life, Gemini, but at the same point in time, you are getting a clear picture, clear mental clarity of how you need to move in the future going forward. What is that you need to correct in you? What is that you need to keep, and what is that you need to give away? You don't need that anymore. That could be your pride, could be your ego, that could have been your words, your sharp tongue, your communication skills, whatever that has gone wrong, which in turn has created a lot of Three of Swords effect in your life, people. Lot of heartbreak. Lot of heartbreak, lot of suffering, lot of pain. Okay, and that is the reason, guys, you're moving so slowly, because you're taking your time. And you're moving towards Six of Pentacles. So you're moving towards a situation of reciprocity for sure. Okay, a situation where whatever you give is what you can receive. you know, or it could be a situation that you are probably wanting to build up with somebody or in some sphere of your life where there is an equal give and take, people, where you, okay, this is what I'm getting, where you should have more in your pocket, and if need be you can give more than you can take or you want to take. Okay, so basically you want to put in more than somebody else in this reciprocity issue, but at the same time it is also an issue of give and take, where the scales of give and take also needs to have a perfect balance in life, people. Okay, which means that if you should have enough wealth in your pocket, Gemini, in order to move forward in the right way. That's what you're doing with the Knight of Coins or the Knight of Pentacles. You're taking your time to come to a place of your own understanding. Is how do you move forward? In what way do you need to move forward with your money? If that's the issue I'm getting, it's more to do with money, people. Okay, maybe you're looking at your finances at this point in time. So whatever that you're doing, guys, you're definitely working yourself in the right direction, because you definitely want to kill this energy, the Three of Swords. You don't want it, people. You really don't want it. You definitely want to kill the Three of Swords energy, because there is something in this area, guys, that you have to cure. And that is what you're doing, people. You're curing something that needed a lot of attention from your end. All right. Let us look for... Can you please talk to me about the Seven of Wands here? Okay, so you're coming to a place of becoming more stable in yourself, like you're stable in the sense like you're getting back your strength. That's because the Seven of Wands, people, comes after the Four of Wands, which is talking about stability. So definitely you have achieved some amount of stability, or you're getting that stability in the month of May. That in turn is allowing you to fight this issue, or have the perseverance to show people what you really mean, or what you say, you mean it, and you mean business. Okay, it's not just you want to say it and then fall back on something. No, you are being very serious to show people your own guts, your own strength, your own audacity, and tell people, kind of that you, like I said, you mean business. So whatever you say, you want to show them that you can do it. That's the energy also I'm getting out of the Seven of Wands. But at the same time, you're also guarding yourself, people. Okay, so whoever or whatever other situations are coming towards you, you're kind of defending that, you're putting that aside. You're moving away from other areas, because now you're very focused upon bringing about whatever change, whatever situations that needs your attention, and you're really fighting hard for that, people. With the Queen of Swords energy as well, and the Five of Swords energy. Okay, so the Seven of Wands, people, we have got Judgment, we got the Temperance again, and got the Two of Cups. Okay, yeah. The Page of Pentacle at the bottom. Okay, so basically you are kind of moving into a soulmate, twin flame, love, an exchange, or just a soulmate kind of an energy of joining hands. Even it could be somebody from your office, colleague, friend, neighbor, anybody, could be platonic. Also, where there is a lot of soul connection between you and somebody else, but that soul connection, that somewhere had kind of created trouble in your life. That's why you have the temperance, you got the judgment again, people. Okay, so you got the temperance because again you're building back this energy, guys. You're building back this energy because you have come to a place of realization that this is what you want in life. With the Seven of Wands, where you definitely are making it a point, Gemini, to bring this back into life. You're definitely doing a lot of hard work, guys. Definitely. You're not taking it easy, people. You're definitely not taking it easy because you want the right things to happen here now. So you are taking it slow, you're taking it steady, you're finding out your own stability in order to move forward. You're kind of, like I said, you're not getting angry, you're not getting upset over people's issues, comments, or whatever they're doing. You're kind of finding out your own self balance so that you can move forward, leaving the rest of the rut behind. Okay? And that is happening, guys, is because somewhere there has been a kind of a rebirth in your life with the Judgment card, people. Where you have got up and you have realized that now you need to do something about yourself. Okay, to bring back whatever earlier you had lost out, Gemini. So you are definitely taking your time, but you are kind of working yourself up in the physical world as well in order to move things in the right direction. Let's look at the Queen of Swords here. Please talk to me about the Queen of Swords here, please. And that is where your reciprocity is with the Six of Coins or the Six of Pentacles here, people. Okay, so you are definitely wanting something real good for your life. You got the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, you got the King of Swords, and you got the Three of Cups. Look, there is a couple right here with regards to the reconciliation here in your life, Gemini. Something, the Three of Cups, and then you got the Ace of Cups. Yeah. So basically, you're working on this reconciliation, both of you people, at the same time. So if you are the Queen, you're meeting the King, and if you are the King, you're meeting the Queen, bringing back the joy, the harmony, the reconciliation from a very difficult phase for some people with the Five of Swords, where things have really could have gone for you the wrong direction, where now things are changing, where both of you guys are joining hands to mutually move forward without any pride and ego in your life, people. Okay, so you have got beautiful energies, Gemini, and honest to God, you really have beautiful energies. And with the Ace of Cups, it's going to be a new beginning in your life, Gemini. This is where you're coming to from the Three of Swords, and that is absolutely, absolutely awesome. Let's look at the Six of Coins in here. Please talk to me about the Six of Coins and the Six of Pentacles here, please. So whatever things in the past, people, did not really work, the Three of Swords had come out, well, that's going to be done and over with. So with the Six of Coins, you got the Moon, you got the Ace of Swords, and you got the Hierophant here again. Okay. So basically, and then you have the Tower at the bottom. So something is, whatever was not right here, people, with the give and take, is coming to an end. Okay, so it could have been that earlier, people, that you had not been able to give properly, and neither had you been able to take properly. Okay, so there was a difference in the give and take relationship in your life, Gemini, which is what is getting over and done with, because you're walking out of that phase of that fear, where you were kind of mentally groomed to think that you cannot do this in the right way. Okay, somebody had been feeding you, even with the Devil card here, guys. It is also about somebody mentally grooming you to believe that you cannot do this, You cannot do that, and if you do this, this will happen. If you do that, that will happen. It's complete mental grooming of negative vibrations and negative energies, people. Okay, so with the Six of Coins, that is exactly what had happened earlier. People, you were being negatively groomed or being made to negatively believe that you cannot do this. You had a lot of fear within you, people, which is where you're coming to the point of understanding with this commitment in your life between the King and the Queen of Swords that this could be a spiritual commitment, this could be a commitment of love, but this is definitely some commitment that requires a lot of truth and clarity in this respect of this give and take. So, going forward, people, whatever did not work is going to come crumbling down. That will be another awakening call for you in the month of May, Gemini. Okay, where you will come to your senses to see that, how you had done things wrong, what had made you do things wrong, and what are the things that now has to be corrected in order to move forward in a commitment, in a marriage, in a relationship with somebody you love, people, with the Two of Cups. Okay, so definitely a lot of things are moving, Gemini. Keep up the good work, people. Keep moving, and I can't wait to see you till the next reading. But until then, take care, goodbye, God bless, and Khuda Hafiz.